going on, everyone? So we're just gonna watch Panda's stream for a little bit here because he's giving stuff away. You hear that? You guys hear all that stuff going on? I'm just kidding, we're not gonna do that. He's giving stuff away. I'll probably get copywritten if we do stuff like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is my mic working? Let me know if my mic is working. I apologize for not going live yesterday. I actually had to run town, do some stuff, and all sorts of stuff. So today we are live, though. It is Sunday. We're doing our AMA, and we're going to go over a few things, like a solo XMR block was hit. There's some new Jazzminer X16 firmware, which we're actually going to update live and see if NiceHash will work or not finally, and then, you know, go on from there and answer questions. But before we get into it, let's just do a quick roll call, see who we currently got here. We got 37 viewers, 17 likes. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. We got Dan Rugg Cypher. He's Rugged Cypher now. Which one is Cypher? I know that. I know which one Cypher is. Budweiser. I don't have my buttons. Everything's still broken. I haven't updated my Stream Deck or anything. It's been months, but you know, one of these days I'll actually get to it. We got GF Burke. What's going on? Sling Buzz. Alvadas Jokabagas. What's going on? Stephen Len, Snark's Domain. What's going on, Snark? If you guys are unfamiliar, that's C1100 FPGA that I've been testing out. I only got one video out of it so far. I'm waiting for some updates to happen. They haven't happened yet, but it should be any day now. We'll be doing more content on that, obviously, but I did. That's Snark's there who actually lent that to me. So awesome, and thank you very much, Snark. Turtle Tech, what's going on? Zapirate, Ogre MGTOW, what's going on? Diego Ma. Scrolling through. Skirm, what's happening? John Jermaine, what's going down? Son of a Rabid Panda, what's happening? What are you doing? Scrolling through. What do we got? Nemo. I always mess this one up. Neomorphosis 1.0, what's happening? It just jumped on me. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but it just jumped on me here. We got Tommy Coin. And I see the crypto miners. What's going on from Brazil? Oh, welcome. What's happening in Brazil? I seen a screenshot the other day of a moon where, you know, you guys got that big statue there of Jesus. That's in Brazil there, isn't it? And he has his arms right out and had like the moon right above it. And it was like huge. I don't know. It looked awesome. Anyway, I just saw that on Twitter the other day. It was pretty sweet. I love when YouTubers, get along in one stream. When they get along? What do you mean by get along? Like friends and stuff, or do they? I don't know. We'll see. Jesus is mooning. Yeah. Let's fucking mine. Hopefully I don't get a copyright because I didn't say the F word. I said there was an O in there. You guys heard it. So I don't know. I believe, you know, after I'm assuming Panda's gonna send some viewers over here, so I don't really want to get into what we're gonna do until everybody's kind of ready. So are there any questions you guys have right off the get-go, and maybe we can just answer a few things before we talk about a few things? He must mean tiki-taki. I do have an account there, but I think I've only posted like 6 videos there in 3 years. It's been a long time since I've actually used that, but okay, it doesn't look like anyone has questions. No one has questions. No one wants to know what's going on. Well, I guess while we wait, let's just, you know, let's take a look at, what is this miner? Okay, that's, what? Oh, that's a different address. You know, I just want to check in and make sure this is still running. Okay, see, now we're on it. You know, here's Ironfish. I got the E300 and C11 working together on the default name. They're not named differently. But we can see we're pushing around an average hash rate of 178 gigahash. I'm on Ironfish because we know it's going to be forking soon. There's still no word of when the fork's going to happen. It sounds like maybe when I first released that video about Ironfish, you know, could make GPUs profitable for a little while. When the fork happens, that was a couple weeks ago, so I'm assuming another week and a half, 2 weeks possibly, because the miner devs actually got to make the miner first and then they can do the fork. So nothing's going to happen on Ironfish until we see the LOL miner dev and stuff say, hey, you know what, the miner's ready. At that point, we can start expecting that. And what's going to happen is going to be interesting because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mine it. It's going to be garbage. It's trash, yada, yada. And that's what we want. We want everyone to say it's garbage. We're not doing it, so that the people that do it are probably going to make a lot of money, at least for a couple hours, maybe 1 or 2 days. So they're going to be forking to a new algorithm, which means everything mining it right now is going to fall off the network. Zero. There's going to be 0 hash rate right at fork unless you're obviously ready. And that's kind of something I was talking about, where be ready. So like 5 blocks before it happens, whenever they say they're finally going to do it, you turn on your rigs, even though it's not going to be mining nothing. You turn them on and let them start mining, even though it's going to be saying errors and whatever else. But as soon as the fork happens, you will get hash rate, and the pools should be updated by then, or that's just a fail. That'd suck. We have to find the right pool that'll do that, but the pool should be updated, and then you're going to be first right on the network ASAP, which means no one else, no one that was preparing for it, no one that's going to be ready. The hash rate and the difficulty is going to be extremely low, and hopefully that'll mean yields will be very high. And then you're going to rack up a bunch of ironfish. You don't have to hold ironfish. If you think it's trash coin, whatever, it's trash coin, not a trash coin. That's not what I'm talking about. The point is, you're probably going to get a lot of rewards, and then you just jump on over and sell it for another coin or something. You hodl from there. But it looks like Panda just rolled in. Who won all the giveaways? Congratulations to everyone that did get those giveaways, and whoever won the KS0 and all that other good stuff. So I guess we can kind of start here. We got the Panda raid rolling in. X5 still profitable. I don't know. We'll have a look at that. Actually, we can look at that right now. Is the X5 still profitable? Let's head on over. That's the wrong page. Absolutely wrong page. Where is my... Oh, man, I don't have it on. Okay, let's just go to CPU mining calculator or dealio. Let's just click on it right there. Click. So let's just look. Let's have a look. Add CPU. I do have the X5 added in here. Click on one. Load it up. 11 cents per kilowatt hour. The X5. Okay, yeah. Obviously, we can't mine this. 92 cents. So it's making 92 cents on XMR right now. $4.48 if you had free power. Now, if we could mine stuff like Dagger or Zeph, we'd be making $3.56 after power, $7 before power, $4.03 after power. Yada coin, $6.22 base, if that's even working correctly or not. And that one, sometimes that block explorer doesn't like to work, but almost $10 if you had free power. But we are limited to only XMR, so that kind of sucks. That's horrible. Absolutely bad stuff. I checked the firmware about just before the live stream. No new Bitwayne firmware available yet, so it's still a big epic failure. On top of them all blowing up. No, has mine blew up yet? No, mine's still good. For some reason, mine is still working just fine. I have no idea why. I only run the fans at 50%. I know a lot of people said keep them up because it'll cool down. I only run them 50%. You're good for around 75, 80 degrees Celsius. It runs around 60 degrees C on the outtake, which is temperature 2. That's the one you really care about because that's coming after the fact, not the intake. It's on the output side when all the heat is. And it runs around 60 degrees. So, it seems to be good. I've been running at 50%. It drops the power down a little bit. And it's been rock solid. For me, at least, anyway. But I've never opened it. So, maybe as soon as I crack it open, it's almost like a self-destruct button. So, it's like you never watch Inspector Gadget after he gets his mission and he throws it back at his good old commissioner and that explodes. Maybe it has a self-destruct button on it. As soon as you crack it open, it blows up. I have no idea. But... it seems to be working so far. Now it is shut off. So let's just start off with the whole XMR thing. So I was solo mining XMR, and we'll just go to the pool right here, worker stats, and I did hit a solo block. Actually, it's not my first time. I've hit a couple solo blocks. This is the first time I hit a solo block on this address. This is actually my ledger to my own GUI node wallet at home here actually, but I was using Hashvault to do this and I hit this block and you can kind of see what happened here. Now it was found by none other than the X5. Can you see the worker here? Maybe I'll zoom in there. You can see X5. So it was found by worker X5. That's why I like to have my worker names in for this, so it does tell you which workers actually found it. When we look at our effort here, we can see that you got your pool, your wallet, and your worker. So the pool was at 64% when I hit this. My wallet itself was hanging out at 65%. On the luck base, and the worker itself was at 10%. So the worker found it at 10%. It was the X5, and my estimated time to find an XMR block at around 3 gigahash on the network hash rate is about 5.8 days. Now, what I wanted to do originally is after I found this, it took me 46 hours to find this block. Obviously, that's extremely lucky in this case because it takes 5.8 hours in order to, in theory, get 100% luck or mine to the pool 0.6 XMR. The block reward is 0.6. XMR is on tail emission, so it's been halved right down to as low as it can go, and it's never going to have from this point forward, and you're only getting 0.6 XMR. So that's not too bad, But what I want to do is every 5 days go back to solo mining. So then move my rig away, mine for something, come back in 5 days, turn it back to solo, and hopefully in a day or two I hit another block. I've done that I've done that a few times on Ethereum when that was still GPU mineable, and it seemed to work out. Every month and a half, 2 months, I went and mined Ethereum based on just guessing the luck, and I would find a block within like a week or something, and it'd reap reward. So it can kind of use stats with you in your favor. Obviously, you're still mining solo and it's luck based, and you could go to 300%, 400% and never find a block, and obviously you fail there. Right after this, I went to Zeph and I was at 130%, and then I switched pools and I went up to 40% there, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm done. I'm not solo mining Zeph. It's horrible. It's horrible. And because my estimated time to find a block on Zeph is like 2 days, just under 2 days. It's like I don't know, 34 hours or something. But I definitely was getting bad luck there. But we did find our XMR solo block, and about 3 or 4 months ago I solo mined XMR, and I actually found a block in only like 4 hours, so that was extremely lucky. But moving into the future here, XMR, like, I'm not going to sell this or anything. I think I'm just going to hold it because we know what happens when the bull run comes around. But if we look at XMR just for some price, what that could mean, the past 2 bull runs, XMR usually does the same thing. It doesn't see huge spikes like going 100x, 50x or anything like that. But here we see 419 USD, and then in the last bull run, it was 441. So it's, $400 to $500 is probably a safe way to say, XMR is probably going to hit about $400 or something. Just basing this at, say, what do we got here? $441. That 0.6 XMR could work out to be 441 times 0.6. That's about $264 for, less than 2 days of mining. That's not too bad. So I'm just going to hodl that, obviously, and then in a few days time I'm going to go back to XMR solo. What I'm doing now with my CPUs is, I don't know if you guys know about this pool. This is called Raptor Hash, and it's very interesting. Raptor Hash is what it is. You guys know Monero Ocean and things like that, where it profit switches different pools but pays out Monero XMR. This actually profit switches between all the Ghost Rider coins, where usually that's where a lot of the profit is, and it pays out in Raptorium only. And I am seeing an extra 1,000 to 2,000 extra Raptorium than if I was just mining Raptorium directly. You can see I had it off here at certain days, and I went back to this is what I was solo mining Zeph and failed, but I'll bring this in a little closer. This one I was solo mining Zeph and failed, but we can see this is my one. This is the only actual full day I had. It says 14,757 Raptorium. Now, it might not sound like much. The price of Raptorium is down quite a bit right now and not seem too good, but it did pump upwards of like 8 cents in the last bull run. Could just be a node thing. Raptorium is doing a lot of cool things. They're building. You may have seen MindSum's interview with, who was it, Neoxa? No, not Neoxa. That's the gaming one. Nexa. That's right. I always get those mixed up. But Nexa, one of their main things on top of, they're going to go FPGA and eventually ASIC by the sounds of things to speed up their blockchain. But their main selling point was that they're allowing devs the ability to, instead of being, you need to know a certain code base to build on Ethereum, to build on, other blockchains, you need to know their code. But Nexa is saying, you know what, we're going to have a nice easy code, Java, whatever else they're going to put in there, I don't know, to allow a lot more builders to build on Nexa. That's their big game plan. A lot of people might not realize this, but that's exactly what Raptorium has been doing for a while now. So smart contracts is coming to actually, it's in the testnet right now of what is it? The assets and everything there, smart contracts stuff is in testnet right now for Raptorium, and whenever obviously that's ready, it'll go to mainnet. But that's what Raptorium was trying to say from day one. They're trying to make an easy to build on blockchain, allowing for everybody to come in and build on it. You might have a super good idea and you might be a dev, but in order to take that to like Solana, to Ethereum, you got to know their code base. So that means you limit your contracts, or your, I guess, if you were like hiring employees, you're limited to only a certain code base to build on other blockchains, where Nexa said they're doing this, but we're talking about Raptorium here. They've been doing this beforehand, and they're allowing anyone to come in, which means a lot more ideas to come in, easier to build on and do it. So, I'm hoping Raptorium hits at least 1 cent in the Lex bull run. And, you know, that's a lot less than what the all-time high was. But in theory, if we only hit 1 cent on Raptorium in the bull run, 14,000, what is that, 757 Raptorium there in 1 day times 0.1 cent, that's $147 that it could potentially be mining per day right now using Raptor hash. Again, this is all in theory. We have no idea what Raptorium will hit. We have no idea what any coin is going to hit. Obviously, the core coins, XMR, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, up in the air to some, maybe Litecoin, stuff like that. The main core coins, they're always going to pump. They're going to keep going up, and they're going to keep slowly getting higher and higher. And a lot of these new coins really haven't seen a bull run. I know there's a big hype train around Kaspa and things like that. They haven't seen a bull run, so they could just literally explode. But the thing is, we also don't know. What if they don't explode? So there's also the possibility if we don't. We do know the cores are going to go up, and we're hitting major gambles with a lot of these other coins. And all we can do is mine a little bit of everything, stack our bags up in our best favors, and hopefully we can all be driving Lambos in 2025. It'll be an interesting time moving forward. 106, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1 million coins for $1,000 in Raptorium right now. Yeah, definitely. That's another thing, buying the coin. We looked at that earlier, and obviously when it came to all mining hardware, where there was GPUs, anything, buying the coin right now will end up yielding you probably a lot better gains than mining it right now. Even if you're, you know, because most of our power costs right now as home miners are at a loss. So you're going to gain more. But as crypto miners, we're miners. We want to do that. Maybe you're heating your house, maybe doing that. It's a hobby. So, you know, you're just going to take it. I was going to say right up the, you know what, but I'm just kidding there. But, you know, you're going to take it, and eventually you will be able to cover your power. I don't know where my spreadsheet is on that one, which one I did it on, but we worked out the numbers, and it's definitely looking like you're going to be getting some nice gains. I believe it was Ravencoin and Flux that we actually looked at in that actual video here. Let me see if I can bring that spreadsheet up and see if I can find what it said. Which one was that? Ravencoin and Flux. I don't remember what I named it or anything. Bear mining. Here it is. Bear mining. So we kind of looked at it right here. And if you guys missed that video, you know, you can go check it out or not check it out. But here it is right now. This was when I did the video. It was last week or something. This is mining Ravencoin right now on a 3070. We're getting negative 13 cents. We're in the negatives here. We're not making anything. But this time in the bull run, if it hit its all-time high, so this green bar here is current difficulty and hash rate levels on Ravencoin right now, but at bull run time. So that means if you're hodling it, and this is the amount of coins you're getting right now, and then the bull run hits and it hits its all-time high, this is how much you're actually making if you're able to absorb all those coins. So you can see $3.67 is actually what you're making right now, not negative 13 cents if you were to sell in the bull run at current network conditions right now. Now the bull run is 2 years away. On a single 3070, you're possibly making $2,600 right now, and that is already subtracting the power off of this. That's pretty insane. A single 3070 could be making $2,685 mining Ravencoin right now for the next 2 years when the bull run hits. And if it hits the all-time high, only the all-time high, obviously we hope it goes higher. So you're going to make a lot of money. Obviously you're going to be covering 3070 ROIs in no time at all if you make almost 3,000 USD on a single 3070. If you're like Panda and you got 1,000 GPUs, he's going to be making 2,685 times 1,000. He's going to be driving 10 Lambos. Am I right? So it's pretty crazy here to look at. But then we also looked at buying the coin. And for the same amount of money, losing the 13 cents, it cost me 39 cents per day in power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. For 2 years, it'd be $289. So $289, you buy up 19,532 Ravencoin, you're actually going to make $4,445, almost double buying the coin. But again, we're going back to the mining side of things, and you're still going to be covering all your power costs, everything else, if you're able to absorb the power costs now and sell when that bull run hits. But again, we still don't know what those prices or anything hit. And I did the same thing here for Flux, and it works out to be the same thing. Ravencoin does look like it's going to make quite a bit more, where Flux could potentially, if it hits its all-time again from right now to the next bull run. Hopefully it goes higher. You're going to make about $1,700 on a 3070 over the next 2 years mining. That's just a single card. We also looked at the kind of the hash rate. So here you can see GPUs online. So right now, Ravencoin only has about, well, it's one of the largest GPU coins, to be honest with you. So not only has, but it has 144,652 RTX 3080s on it. This was last week. Obviously, network conditions could have changed, could have went up, could have went down. This was sometime last week. And when the bull run hits, we don't know how many GPUs will move over to it. Flux right now, it is a very, very, very small network. There's only 20,588 3080s mining the proof of work side of Flux. It is tiny, absolutely small. If you remember back to Ethereum had over 10 million GPUs if we predicted 70% of the hash rate was GPUs and about 30% was ASIC. There was a lot more GPUs than ASICs, even though that was a huge argument for a long time. But, you know, there was essentially over 10 million GPUs or 3080s worth of GPUs on Ethereum. So these are very small, minuscule amounts of hardware that are online. That's only 2 coins. There's obviously a lot more coins, but you can see here. So then I was kind of guesstimating, you know, say it does hit its all-time high again, you know, 400,000 GPUs hits Ravencoin. That does drop the profitability around $1.07 in the bull run at its all-time high, but still, you know, it could hit 600,000 GPUs, 800,000 GPUs. We have no idea because there are a lot of people waiting for maybe 50 cents to 60 cent profitability before they even turn on. There were a lot of comments in that video where someone said they had something like, I can't even remember, like literally they had like 800 GPUs that are just waiting for a profit to turn on before they even turn them back on. They can't turn them on right now. So there's a lot of hardware out there waiting to turn on. And for Flux, for an example, you know, right now we have 20,000. I said, you know, what if 200,000 3080s worth of hardware turns back on Flux at the all-time high? That would actually be negative 7 cents. If 200,000 GPUs hit Flux at its all-time high, you're going to be making less than you are right now. You're going to be losing more than you are right now. So we can see, you know, it could be bad depending on how much hardware actually turns on. In theory, you would think it would reach an equilibrium because, you know, a lot of people won't mine at a loss. But we can see possibly at current network conditions that you are going to be making quite a bit of money moving forward into that. And then again, if you were just to buy Flux, you know, you had 0.35 cents a day is what it cost me. $255.50 for 730 days, which is 2 years to the all-time high, or the next, you know, peak of the bull run anyway, for Bitcoin at least. Flux actually hit its all-time high in January, which was what, 3 or 4 months after Bitcoin hit its all-time high. So we don't know when the actual high is going to hit. I'm just guessing, you know, November 2025. Seems to be around a safe bet. That would buy you 755 Flux, and that would make you over $2,355 if Flux hits the all-time high, hodling over the next 2 years. So obviously buying the coin is looking better than mining it, but obviously as mining it right now, you're going to see a lot of profitability and gains if you're able to afford to eat the power. So yeah, interesting stuff. Awesome. You know, quick run through of kind of what we talked about there, and kind of what Panda mentioned earlier about how much RTM you'd actually get for only $1,000 right now. So, you know, there's different ways to go about it. As a crypto miner, we like to mine stuff. So let's move on now into the Jazz Miner thing. So I was actually looking at Jazz Miner this morning. Where's their website? Right here. So here on their website, I saw, now originally there was new firmware. I can't even remember when it was, July or something. End of July they had some. Now it looks like September 13th, 2 days ago, they uploaded new firmware. So will this work with NiceHash? That's something we're going to find out right now. I do have it in the description. I uploaded the latest firmwares to my website here where I usually have them, ASIC Miner. So here you can see, let's just run through what I currently have on it right now. We got the X4 stuff. There hasn't been an update for that for the end of 2022 sometime there, September or July, I think it was. The X16 latest is right here, September 13th, 2023. No downloads yet because I just put it up. Now we got the Apollo V1 original firmware. This is the original that had the original Octa miner fix. It looks like 244. You guys have downloaded that firmware. Now there is a new beta firmware available. It came out last week, I think, sometime, and that is listed right here. It looks like 184. You have that. This is the absolute latest right now. It is not available on their website. You can just go to iPolo support directly and get it yourself if you don't trust my website, or you can download it from here. I got it straight from iPolo support, uploaded it to my website, and then now it's here. It is the fix. The X1 still has no available fix yet. It cannot mine Octa at all with any versions of its firmware, not even the original. But this is for the V1 series. That is your V1 Mini, your V1, which is the gold one, the V1 SE, the V1 SE Plus, and the latest V1H. You know, that big 800 mega hash one that's liquid cooled that they have out right now. That is for all of those. So every V1 series this does work, and it's available on, and it has the fix. Now with the original V1 firmware, you cannot, as soon as you shut it off, you lose all your settings. That sucked because I didn't realize that was happening because I shut mine off, turned them on, shut them off. I was playing with things, moving rigs around to try and get my circuits so they're not overloaded on one and ease the power on the others and so on. Moving things around, you know, trying to even out everything. And I have to keep on resetting this. So all I have running right now is the X16s, the Jazz miners, as well as the V1H. It's the only miners I have on. I have all the little mini miners shut down right now. I am looking at hosting for those, but I do want to test all this. That way I can see how much power they're using, if their power consumption went up, went down, or whatever. And then I can, you know, figure out some numbers from there. But still, it is a beta version. If you want to get it, you can get it. But moving forward, we do now have, I'm going to get rid of that. We do now have the new Jazz Miner firmware available. So we're going to upload that. Now I'm going to have to keep going to my other screen here because every once in a while, this stupid pop down for your network, every time I switch the screen, it comes down and it's going to give you all my IP and public IP stuff. So you guys are going to be hacking me. So I don't want that to happen. That's going to be a bad day. So I'm going to have to keep moving the screen out every time I want to come back to my dashboard. But we're going to do a quick upload here. So we're going to go to System here, and we are going to go to Upgrade, and we're going to click off Keep Settings. Can you guys see that? Can't really see that, can you? Anyway, there's a little box up here, keep settings. I always click that off with every miner. You know, I found with the V1s that it fails. So here is the latest firmware. I'm just going to open that up, and then we're going to upload the image. Bam. So we're going to do that. Okay, doing that. So now we're updating the firmware of this Jazz miner. One thing to keep in mind, once you upload with the X16 anyway, once you go to the latest version, there is no going back. So if this breaks something, I'm probably screwed because I tried that with the other one. I didn't notice a difference. I was actually having a minor issue. I don't know what it was, if it was using a little more power or not. I can't remember, but I couldn't go back to an older version. I was like, great, I'm screwed. So now we have the latest version here. It's on my 240 volt with all my other rigs, so I don't know what the power consumption is going to look like at this point. I'm going to have to retest this Jazz miner all over because we don't know what this firmware does. But we're updated to the latest. I'm going to attempt to connect to NiceHash and see if this will actually work or not. So we're doing this live, and hopefully we get some answers here. There's also been rumors that Jazz miner has been working on the E3, what is that, ETH3B, whatever that Ethereum, whatever was supposed to be using. So I don't know, maybe that's in here. I have no idea. So upgrade's finished. I'm gonna have to move this away now, and I just want to log back in and see what we got going on. So get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm gonna go into the miner here. All right, so we're gonna go into the miner here, and now we're gonna get our NiceHash stuff. So we're gonna go to download miner, connect your ASIC device. We're gonna pick Dagger Hashimoto. There we go. So here's everything we need. So I'm going to use the TCP version here. We're going to go into it. URL. Bam. Now we need our worker name and everything. Where is NiceHash? Picture this. Okay, worker name. I'm going to go X16. So I'm just going to copy this over in there, and then password X. And now let's see if there's anything new here. Get work. We're going to use Stratum V1 for NiceHash. I believe you have to use that, and nothing new in the coin select. So I guess we're just going to go with Eth. Work mode, same thing as always. We're going to go performance here, and I'm going to submit that. We're going to let that load up its things, and we're going to see if NiceHash will begin working. So now I'm going to have to leave it again. We're going to go back to the dashboard so I can get rid of that stupid network crap. There we go. And now we're coming back in. All right. So now we're going to wait for the DAG and everything to load and go from there. So if I come into my NiceHash dashboard now, this will start detecting the miner fairly early in the DAG loading process. But right now there's still nothing there. So we're just going to wait some more. Nope, don't want that. Don't want that. We can get rid of the download now. And we can see, actually, yeah, you can see up here. Do I have a top right corner thing? Let's see if I can find a different screen. Kind of. You can kind of see now. You can see October 13th, 2023. This is actually your firmware update here in the top right corner. That's what it says. I should have showed you before I updated, but now we can see October 13th, which is the date 2 days ago that this was released. So this is actually your firmware version that's available in the top right corner that you can't really see right there. All right, so the DAG is now beginning the DAG loading process. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to take it off the Stratum V1 version. I will also try the other Stratum, the normal get work one, see if that does anything. I don't think it does, but we'll just see. So are we detecting anything yet? So here we can see the X16 is detected, which is normal. It's still loading the DAG. It's the same thing we find with the X5. Is it detects it while it's doing its get works or whatever the heck is going on while it's loading everything. NiceHash does detect it. It detects all this stuff, but it just doesn't work once it's up and running. So now we just got to wait for our DAG loading process and see if we start gaining some hash or not. If we get a crap ton of rejected, which is what we usually do, over time the rejected slows down and we start to get accepted, but I don't know. We'll see if they fix this or not. What do we got going on in the live chat here? Tommy Coin, because it isn't 2022. What are we talking about? What's happening here? Any ats here? Any questions? Any crazy stuff? Pellish Miner says, at Rabid mining, I think you will have a better cost average of any coin. A better cost average? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I take it no lube on real tech. What are you guys going on about? RTM easy mining when? I don't think it's ever going to be easy mining. It's over like 20 mega hash on the network still, even though it used to be over 100 mega hash. So technically it's a lot easier to mine now than it was in the last bull run. But then again, that pool like Raptor Hash there, mining all the other GR coins and getting all that technically makes it, easier to mine. Okay, 22 means angels. Got it. What? 22 inches long. Oh, man. What are you guys talking about in there? Virus Ethereum bridge is out. It's going to be huge. Yeah, I don't understand what the whole thing is. Like a bridge. Like, what is the... I understand Virus just released the Ethereum bridge thing, but, like, what is it? Like, Ethereum. Who cares about Ethereum at this point? Like, why is it so huge? Sure, Ethereum is a massive network, but you're bridging onto Ethereum. Like, don't you want to use your own blockchain for things? Like, I hate bridges. Bridges is where everything always gets hacked as well. You look at MetaMask, you look at all these other coins. The bridge in between blockchains seems to be where all the hacks happen and people lose billions of dollars in the process. So maybe it's a different bridge, don't get me wrong, or is it just a normal bridge where you're going from Virus and taking it onto, maybe wrap the Virus on the Ethereum chain? I don't know what's going on with the whole thing. I haven't looked in. Like I said, I don't really follow what blockchains are doing. I just look to see, what's possibly, how well it did in the past, what it could potentially do in the future, what it's actually doing. I don't really pay attention to, and I just look at how profitable it is right now. Right now, it's still not really that profitable, but we'll see what happens. You can stake Virus and get paid ETH. Again, who wants Ethereum? Maybe you guys do. I don't know. I don't. I know I don't. Like, who cares about Ethereum still anymore? Like, it's old. Ethereum used to be a lot bigger. Gamers used to talk about it. Everyone used to talk about it. GPUs out of stock. Ethereum. But right now, no one cares about Ethereum. Unless you want to lose all your money, use Ethereum. Because it's going to take you $1,000 to send $3 to an exchange or a DeFi swap. Also, if you guys missed that tweet there, Ethereum devs, listen to this. You always talk about POS and, it's not decentralized. Any POS chain will never be decentralized because, honestly, they're all ran on AWS and major, server providers. And whoever has the deepest pockets is the winner in POS. So it's highly centralized all the time. And I guess the Ethereum devs sometime this morning or last night, they said decentralization in crypto is a meme. So there's your stance on what Ethereum feels about decentralization, even though the other day said helping Ethereum be more decentralized in some update that they're about to do. And I don't even know how you can put POS decentralized in the same sentence, but they did somehow. And now they're just calling decentralization a meme. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Regardless, though, Virus, ETH bridge, I don't really care about it because ETH bridge. I don't care about an ETH bridge. I'm not putting anything on Ethereum. That's just me. You guys can do what you want. not financial advice. But you know what? It could be huge. We have no idea. Like I said, Ethereum is a massive blockchain. It's huge. It has a lot of things. But as miners and stuff, we don't really care about Ethereum anymore. Sold all ETH on that day a year ago. See, sold all ETH. ETH killed itself by going to POS. Ethereum's going to get big again. It's going to see new all-time highs. Like, everything is built on it. You can't argue the fact. As much as we all want to hate Ethereum and what it did and yada, 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 you know, it's a massive blockchain. It's huge. Everybody is building on it. All the stable coins are based off it. Yeah, you have various chains that are cheaper, Tron and the Binance one and stuff, but the main stable coins are, everything is still on Ethereum. Until something changes in that perspective, Ethereum is going to be one of the largest blockchains out there. And there's nothing we can do about it, no matter how much we hate it. What do we got? I still hodl my 1.25 ETH, gambling on it. It'll go up. It's going to hit a new all-time high. Guaranteed it's going to happen, but I guess nothing's guaranteed this crypto. Oh my gosh, Dag, why are you taking so long? Oh, I guess it's about right, 5 minutes. Usually about 6-7 minutes. I noticed the last couple have been like 8-9 minutes. It used to only be like 6 minutes, but it's taking a little longer here. Nice Ash, what are you telling us? Do a refresh here. All right, still waiting for this DAG to do its thing. ETH got me started in mining, so that's good. ETH got a lot of people that started in mining. A lot of people started mining ETH. I'm still waiting. My very first video on YouTube was me on Nice Hash with my gaming PC with a RTX 2060 KO, I believe it was. And I'm waiting for the anniversary where it's the same timeline in the next bull run, which is going to happen next year, because it was sometime 2020 was when I did that video. I don't remember when it was. I have to look back on it. But I went to Nice Hash, and a 2060 KO mining Ethereum was making, well, before power, it was over $1. It was $1.20 or $1.30 or something. So I'm waiting for that, because technically 2024 is 2020. Next year is when we're going to be building up. Next year is what the time has come. We're hitting a deadline at this point. Right now, you know, some people are still saying it. It's funny. It's funny how crypto works. But we look at a lot of these ASIC miners out there. You know, you got Jazz miners, all these miners right there. They are very low in price, but everyone is considering them as they're super expensive. Too expensive, not buying it. Too expensive, not buying it, because they're not making anything or very much at all. But we're getting to the point where those miners, we're hitting rock bottom prices. They're not going to go anywhere but up in price very, very soon. You know, sometime mid to the end of next year, they are going to start increasing in price, because in theory, the bull run is going to start towards the end. It's not going to start in May or June. Whenever the Bitcoin halving happen, it's not going to be a magical pump day. It's not going to happen. We might see, you know, a sell the news type operation, a quick pump before, or maybe right after, and then drop back down. But we're not going to see. We're still in a bear market until every other cycle has done the exact same thing. It's not until like September, October, November after the halving. So the end of next year is when we're going to start seeing prices go up. And when they start going up, they're going to be a consistent up. And then obviously 2025, towards the end of that year, is when we, in theory, should start seeing all the all-time highs. So next year sometime, all this hardware in terms of ASICs and everything, it's going to start going up in price. Up and away. So people aren't going to be buying them. They're going to be going up, and that's going to be funny because the bull run's going to hit. And now all of a sudden, you're making a couple bucks a day, but the miners are like 4 times the price, but people buy them at that time. You know, it's going to be funny because I've been keeping track of some prices and stuff right now, kind of looking at them. And, you know, we'll see what happens when the bull run comes. Like, watch a Jazz miner end up being $10,000 because maybe they're making $15 a day. I have no idea. We don't know what's going to pop. I'm just, you know, big, huge theory out there. But, you know, what if Octa.Space hits $10, $15, $20? All of a sudden, a Jazz miner is going to look pretty damn awesome, but they're like $8,000, $10,000 for an X16Q. We're going to be like, oh, man, well, I'm buying them up because they're making $5, $10 a day. Well, they were $3,000 6 months ago. These are the kind of things that's going to be It actually, I think they're like only like $2,800 or $2,600 now. I can't even remember, but it's going to be funny when we're moving into that next bull run and how people will be buying them at that point, even though they're like 3 times the price. It's going to be, that's funny how these market works, but people don't buy stuff unless it's actually making money. And then the bull run doesn't last that long either. Like what? We get a good year and a half, maybe 2 years tops, and then we're getting back down to that bear market again. We do the majority of our mining in a bear market, so we do have to always tweak out and be ready for efficiency. And here we are, the DAG is loaded up, and we're not getting very good hash rate at all. So it looks like, oh look, here it is, the rejected already. Rejected 38, 53. So it looks like nice hash mining is not fixed. It's still trash. 69 rejected, 5 accepted. Wait for the next update here, see what happens here. So yeah, busted. Let's see, can we go lower right? Can you see that a little bit? Or nope, can't see it with that one. Nope, can't see it with that one. That one? Nope. Oh, I can't get a nice good in view for you guys here, but yeah. So we're at 111 rejected shares, 12 accepted, 15 accepted, 117. Let's see what our dashboard is telling us here. Wow. So yeah, it's still not fixed. Not fixed at all. I'm not getting anything yet on the reading here. I have to wait a little bit. Rejected, rejected. Nothing. Engage. All right, so we're going to have to wait a little bit here. Still watch this. But yeah, we're at 24 accepted, 147 rejected shares. I will switch over in a few minutes over to the, we'll go to the get work. I don't think it really works on nice hash, but we'll see. Already have a bag. I don't stack Kaspa at all to BTC. TechMan is the BTC king. All in BTC. If you deliver food, double check your order before you leave. Earn your keep. 162 rejected, 27 accepted. Yeah, we're not seeing anything here. This is bad. Bad. Still not fixed at all. 0 fixes happened here. All right, so I don't know what this firmware is for. It didn't tell us at all, but it definitely didn't fix this. So I'm going to go into the settings now. Yeah, look at our hash rate. Absolute garbage. Rejected rate, 83%. We're at hashing at 683. Hash rate, 697. Like, we're nowhere near 2 gigahash at this point. So we're just going to stop this miner right about now. And I'm going to put this into get work mode. Submit that. Now I like to go into the system. I like to reboot it each time too. Every time I do some change like that, I just do a reboot. So we're going to reboot this in get work mode. Let it rebuild its DAG and see what happens from that point on. I'm going to have to move this screen out. I'll wait for it to reboot because I'll have to log back in and see what goes on. Oh, another thing. Not many people, I don't know how many you guys are in. I know Bad Cat is actually, but are you guys into anyone mine any Pulsar? Got any Pulsar? Staking any Pulsar? We do have a mandatory wallet update that has to be done. I'm probably going to do that today or tomorrow and show you guys how to do that. But you're going to need it because there is a soft fork coming to Pulsar with some changes. And you need the new wallet or potentially risk. I don't think you'll lose your coins, but you won't be able to stake or receive coins at that point when it happens. So it's a mandatory upgrade. So you got to upgrade your stuff. For all you guys out there with Pulsar. So I'm just going to adjust this now. Relog in. Get rid of the dashboard thing. Starting. Alright, so we'll bring that back in here. There we go. Now we've got to reload this DAG again on get work. And hopefully, I'm going to make sure we're on get work though. I always like double, triple check performance. Yeah, we're on get work here. Now I got to move it again so you guys don't hack me. Dashboard. Move the network. There we go. All right, load up. DAG loading. All right, what do we got going on here? Go DoorDash. You could easily buy a KSO in a week or easily. There you go. DJ Mines, the DoorDash king. King. And he gets Bitcoin for it. So he's the Bitcoin DoorDash king. Are you still doing the Bitcoin DoorDash thing? Or just the DoorDash thing? But you can get a KS0 if you do some DoorDash. I don't trust thugs to rob me, DoorDash. That would be interesting. Yeah. Speaking of that, DJ, have you ever ran into like an issue like that where, you know, you drop something off and it seemed like you know, it's a pretty sketchy neighborhood, or it's just a pretty sketchy place, so they got a shotgun behind the door. You ever hit any of those areas? That'd be a little weary. What we got here? Someone wants to send me their rig. I'll split the solo flux blocks either way. My power cost is 0. Oh, look at that. Federal Miner has 0 power cost. You cannot go wrong. You can mine whatever the heck you want. If you have no power cost, mine anything. Anything is profitable. Like, literally. It's crazy. Where's the Slavic techno music? I don't know. I haven't ran music for a while now, but no, I just want to see this still not working on Nice Hash. It kind of sucks. Sucks. Close that one out. Close that one out. Close that one out. Get rid of that. I'm closing all my windows now. You know, while we're waiting for this, let's just have a look. What is current profitability of stuff looking like? Oh, Dynex plus Radiant, 5-cent profitability, 68. AMD seem to be, you know, picking up the slack. They failed for the past couple of years. Nvidia took over since the 3000 series, but it seems like this bear market, and especially Dynex. Dynex has really been destroying Nvidia profitability by just not allowing them to mine very good anymore. AMD has been taking control. Looks like we got some stuff happening there. Not too shabby. Where's the 4090 at now? That thing used to be a beast mode. Now it's absolutely trash mode by the looks of things. 4090 ROI NA. They don't even want to tell you an ROI. -1 cent. Okay. Doesn't exist. You guys heard the new rumors? I know we always hear this all the time. You know, I'm curious how they're going to make a 5090 though. 4090s are still melting people's houses down. How much power is a 5090 going to use? They're going to have a 1,000 pin connector. Like, how are they going to make this thing safe? But we heard a lot of the rumors, you know, every generation, 10, 15%, 10, 15%. You know, it's just like 10, 15%. Allegedly, was it Tech Radar or something last week? Came out with allegedly they're predicting, you know, I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think it's ever happened, but they're saying the 5090 is supposed to be double, not a 10%, not a 50%, 100% bonus in performance over the 4090. Do you guys believe something like that would be true? I doubt it, but that's what they're saying. So imagine that. And if they do that, what's the power going to be? On top of now, the biggest fail when it came to the 4000 series, a lot of us know, is they didn't update that memory bandwidth. It sounds like they're definitely going to be increasing that memory there, the bandwidth and everything for the 5000 series, and they're going to be putting in a lot more cores. So, you know, 5000 series, it'll be interesting to see how that thing performs efficiency-wise, because in theory, that's going to be the next generation to drop just prior to the bull run, where that's exactly where kind of the 3000 series came in just prior to the bull run and became the top card. So it's going to be interesting to see how these cards will prevail leading into that next bull run. I know I'm holding off on the 4000 series. I plan on I think the 5000 series is probably going to be the best bet. For that, I'll probably hopefully mining on the GPUs does pick up and the price of GPUs picks up, because then I could ultimately sell all my 3000 series cards and then just update the 5000. That's kind of like what I did with my 580s and stuff. They went up to like $500-600 a card. I sold them all off and bought all 3000 series, so I kept about the same amount of hash rate, but I went up in efficiencies quite a bit there. So hopefully, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do the same thing again, just wipe out my 3000 series completely, get rid of it all, and then just update to more efficiency in the 5000 series. Again, no idea if that's going to work out. It's all going to come down to how is the GPU side of mining really going to look when everything goes online and stuff. It'll be interesting times. But that's my plan. My plan is to update to the latest and greatest, most efficient GPUs. And we're hoping that'll be in the 5000 series, but we don't know for sure. Maybe I should have the funds for a KS0 in 2 weeks. That'd be awesome. Dynex doesn't do right now what they say they want to be able to do. That's all anyone needs to know. And they have started the proof of useful work. Algo is totally different than their on-chain algo and will be. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm not really following it. You know, wait till something happens and go from there. See how it goes. I know RTM has Zelcore. Yeah, that sucks. Don't use it, though. Zelcore's horrible. That's just my opinion. A lot of people love Zelcore. Don't get me. Why is the DAG not loading at all? Still at 2%. Okay, let me refresh this. Maybe we can't even use get work. I thought I got it to work before. Huh. Okay, I refreshed it. It looks like it's not even loading the DAG on get work when you're on NiceHash, so that sucks. I did a refresh here. Yeah, but yeah, Raptorium seems to be having issues on Zelcore, whether it takes forever to send it out or receive it or get it, or, you know, I'd recommend the Core wallet or sending it to iNodes so that you're actually stacking it and getting rewarded for the shared smart nodes, but do what you do. When will Hive launch the new SRB miner? You know, you never know. Sometimes if it's something really big and major that they want to get out there, they will release within an hour of the miner release. And other times it could take a couple days if they're trying to pack a bunch of things into it. So, you know, you never know. But you could run SRB miner right now. You know, all you want. The latest SRB miner is a custom miner, or run the command update. You know, let's just go to SRB miner right quick. I think SRB miner actually gives you the link to add it in Hive. Yeah, right here. If you want to use a custom miner, you can use it right now in Hive if you want. You just copy this right here. See this? Let's take this. Watch. I'll show you. Right click, save link address, and we're just gonna run into Hive right quick. Bounce this on. Okay, let's go to. So I guess we'll just make a flight sheet here. Coin, Dynex, select wallet, web wallet. No, that's not the wallet I use anymore. Now miner, we're just going to go custom. Then you go in here. Now all you got to do is set this up, put that in the URL. Bam, there you have the latest SRB miner. And now you pick obviously your hash algorithm. What is it, Dynex Solve or something? Dynex Solve, put in all the rest of your pool information, and you're good to go. Apply changes, set your flight sheet, good to go. So you can use the latest SRB miner if you really want to get on it ASAP right now by simply doing that. Yeah, this is broken. This is not working. So I guess I'm just going to go back to Crazy Pool and continue mining what I was mining. US Crazy Pool, where's my... So NiceHash is still broken. Crazy Pool, Octa plus Zil. This one, copy. Engage, bam. All right, submit, get work, performance. Yeah, all good. Now I'm gonna put this back over to here. Dashboard, remove that. All right, there we go. Now the DAG's loading like ASAP. Oh yeah, I like to restart this. I forgot. Reboot. Every time. I reboot this every time. I don't know why. Usually with my miners, you don't have to probably most of the time. I always like to reboot my miners as soon as I change any type of settings. It's just a habit, I guess. So now I gotta wait for this to come back. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's see if you guys have any questions. I don't flux. My Flux node's live in Zelcore. Radeon 7 is doing 9.8 kilohash, around 115 watts. Nice. Oh, what was that? There was a card. Oh, China found out about it. I threw a tweet out there on it, but there was a GPU. Was it MI50 or something like that? I don't even know what GPU it is, but I think it was MI50. Someone messaged me about it, and they're doing about what a Radeon 5 or 7 was doing, actually a little better, like 10 to 11 kilohash at about the same amount of power. And they were going for like $120 Canadian on eBay. China found out and they like quadrupled the price. So they're like $600 or $700 now because some people bought like 12 of them, 20 of them, and so on. So I expect once that shipping happens, we're going to see another influx of hash rate happen on Dynex. But yeah, there was a GPU that was dirt cheap that was doing a little bit better than a Radeon 7. But now China just jacked the price right up. MI50s are MI50s are 7s. Okay, so I guess it's the same chipset or something. I didn't know that, but I guess under a different name, they're only $120. So you could buy Radeon 7s for 120 Canadian. That's like what, $85 USD or something. So Oval Bar Tech says the MI50s are Radeon 7s. So there you go. That's what GPO is saying. I guess they're Radeon 7s. That makes sense why their performance is the same, except they don't have the Radeon 7 name. So we're dirt cheap. They're not dirt cheap anymore. They're expensive now. All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, now DEG's flying up there, 8%. All right, back to Octa, I guess, though. Let's just jump into here. Roll the crazy pool. So you can see the workers I'm actually using now. I have all my Apollos off, other than the V1H. So the V1H is the only Apollo I got going right now. It's about the same efficiency as, actually, it's a little better efficiency than the V1H, the Gold Mini. So, and then the ETC Classic Apollos and stuff, they suck. The SE versions are the most efficient Apollos. I just don't have the power to have them on, I would in theory, but I just put the big density miner on, the V1H, because it was slightly better than that, and then better than most of the Apollos I have. So that's what I got rolling there. And my rewards, you know, I only lost, like, I think I was getting about 20, 21, so I only lost like 3.5 coins pulling off all those Apollos, but I did cut about 1,500 watts down. So that's good. You know, I saved a bunch of power there by not running them. Again, I'm going to be putting those, what's offline? Oh yeah, my X16Q. And then when I go to the ZIL side of things, it's looking like, so my past 24 is about 149 ZIL. That's still pretty good. When I had everything on, I was around 220 ZIL. So I did lose about, what is that, 50, 70 ZIL or so by pulling that off. But again, I'm saving like 1,500 watts, not running all of those Apollo miners. But I am looking into some Canadian hosting. I'm still getting all the details on that. I'm not allowed to mention any prices or anything yet. But it's going to be, you know, a decent amount cheaper Canadian-wise. It's based on Canadian pricing than what I'm paying right now in Canadian. I think it's, can't remember what it works out in USD, but it's going to be cheaper anyway. And I plan on sending, you know, all my Jazz miners, all my Apollos, all of these things over to there. That way I can free up some space for, you know, more CPUs, maybe another ASIC or something, because I'm pretty much at my power limit right now. I got like 6,000 watts on my 230 amp circuits, which is technically 300 watts over the 80% that I should have. So I'm pretty much maxed out right now. So I'm going to be dropping off, probably getting rid of about 2,500 to 3,000 watts here. And that'll free up some space for me to, you know, keep expanding a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll send my GPUs over there sometime too, possibly, because I technically, unless I can't turn on a GPU right now. I literally can't. I have no power for it. So it has to be more profitable than anything else I'm running in order for me to turn on a GPU. And right now, that's not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. So, you know, maybe I'll just fire the GPUs over there as well, but then I won't be able to test things. So I do got to keep some GPUs close by for my test bench, obviously, because we got to do that. I got to install Linux into my test bench, because Ubuntu there, because I'm waiting on that new C11, the FPGA miner for Radiant to emerge. That should be very soon. So I got to get that going. I also want to do some crazy vast AI tests. I don't really know the full extent I want to do it yet. Obviously, you know, I want to know, like, we see people building Xeon rigs and all this stuff for vast AI. I actually want to go in. I want to try it with my test bench, which is a piece of crap G4400 CPU. You know, a cheap $20 CPU. I don't know, maybe they came down now. I know in the bull run they went up to like $100 or $200, but they should only be around $10 to $20 range here for those CPUs. So I want to try like a 3080 on Vast AI to see if it gets rented and if it does anything on that. Same time, I don't even know if I want to use Vast AI in the first place. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but you guys may have seen Retro Mike. He did post on Twitter a while back. He had his Vast AI rig on, and it was running a program that was used to crack wallets. Yeah, crypto wallet. So as a miner, I don't really want to be like, here, use Vast AI, make your GPUs profitable. Here's how to do it. Maybe I'll make a how-to video or something. We'll see. But, you know, you got to realize that you might be doing negative community effects. So I don't justify myself as a miner to be showing you how to crack crypto wallets. That just seems like a bad idea. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I'm not guaranteed to say, hey, that's what you're going to be doing. It's a rental service. That's pretty much a public rental service, unlike NiceHash, which is a rental service renting hash power for crypto mining. This is rent and install a program and do whatever the heck you want type of thing. Something you really got to be wary about, because anybody can point your hardware to whatever the heck they want to do, and cracking wallets and stuff could very well be one of them. So you got to be careful and kind of pay attention to what some of these things are happening. What we got? Pellish Miner. It's not always about the money, and that is why you don't do VAST. So yeah, that's why I've been up in the air a lot too, as well. Is like, you know, I don't want to be like, hey, let's go to VAST AI, guys. We're awesome making money, but we're also hurting the community. Technically, is what it's doing. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But I don't know what I want to do. But I do want to test a crap CPU on it and see if it's, you know, will still work or not. That's one thing I'm curious about. Flux Proof of Use Work Beta is coming December 16th. Is it? Is it actually coming? That's confirmed now? Awesome. The other thing was also coming. What is that? That's a new wallet. What? I was reading about this wallet. There's a new, instead of Zelcore, there's another Flux wallet coming out. And, you know, a lot of people are pumping the crap out. I'm like, this is interesting. Finally, a new wallet, because I really don't, I'm not a Zelcore person. I don't like it. I don't use it unless I absolutely have to, which is for Flux. You pretty much have to use that wallet if you want to do anything with the Flux network, which kind of sucks in my opinion. That's centralized to one entity. But a new wallet was emerging, and then I read about it, and it's a web wallet. Like, come on. Seriously, you want to talk about, you want to be a most decentralized thing and run all this stuff, but then you run a web wallet. Like, I don't know. I stay away from web wallets as much as I possibly can, even though you just saw me setting up that flight sheet with the Dynex web wallet. I don't use that wallet anymore. I use the GUI wallet now. But, you know, web wallets, it's a private keys issue. Who cares how you encode it, how you do anything? The point is, yeah, maybe you get a seed phrase and stuff. The seed phrase, all it does is give access to those private keys if you want to restore your wallet on a different computer and so on. But unless you have to put in that seed phrase every time you want to send coins, which would be absolutely horrible, people would hate that, your private keys are stuck in the web all the time. That is not a good idea. You know, anything, that's one of the easiest ways to possibly get hacked and lose your crypto is using a web wallet. So, you know, it's one of the least secure ways you can possibly go about it instead of in terms of storing your crypto. So I wouldn't do it. DJ Mines is having YouTube chat issues. Chat is messed up in the US. It's a region thing, really? That's crazy. That's crazy. I had chat is messed up. I didn't know there's a bunch of YouTube chat going on. That's crazy. Crypto KJ, I tried Chlor AI on my system, but I don't want people to mine using it, and they don't want you the option to turn off mining and use it just for, oh yeah, I never tried any of those. I was kind of interested. I'm not sure how the Octa thing doing. If you guys are unfamiliar, they're trying to do that, you know, decentralized VPN thing. They're running a VPN service through Octa.Space, so you can set up hosting and I guess act as a VPN router, I guess. But yeah, I don't know all the details on how that whole thing is really going to work or not yet. But it does sound like it's live. Have you checked the Reaction RTC coin? What do you think about it? Hold on, I got a big cough or something happening. Oh, I'm back. I gotta drink some water. My throat is super dry. We can check Reaction right quick. I think it's all been dropping in price quite a bit. And the main reason I feel, yeah, it's been dropping quite a bit. So what's going on here is here you can see Raptor Hash, Z Pool, and Zerg Pool. So the second, third, and fourth place pool. These are major sell pressure pools, and that's what we're seeing across the GR coins now. And this is one of the reasons why I moved to Raptor Hash, is because what's going on is Raptor Hash, for example, it's a bullish pool if you know, want Raptorium. It's also the same thing with Monero Ocean. It's bullish if you want XMR because it is mining all these coins, but it's dumping it constantly. It is 100% sell pressure and it's 100% buy pressure on the RTM side. I've noticed, like, since I started moving to this, and other people have as well, is that's when RTM's price started going up a little bit. But all of these coins, they've been dumping. They've been going down quite a bit. But RTM has been seeing some green lately since more people have been moving over to Raptor Hash. I'm not trying to con people into using Raptor Hash to put in buy pressure for Raptorium. I'm just saying use it if you want to get more Raptorium. But that's what's going on here. It causes buy pressure for Raptorium and sell pressure across all the other coins, all of them. We'll just go into the dashboard here. As for those other coins themselves, you know, I don't feel there's really, like, I'm not a trader, guys. To take my opinion as what it is. Do your own opinion. Research. Like I said, I don't research blockchains really at all. But out of all the GR coins, I feel the only ones that probably have a chance at a future is obviously Raptorium. They're active. Urbis seems like an interesting one for me as well. Reaction, which is one of the newer ones as well, I think is that. But the rest, F Society, I'm still not 100% sure. I haven't really looked into it. It might, it kind of has a community going behind it. But other than that, I think all these other GR coins I don't think they're anything. I don't think they're going to amount to anything at all, other than just there to possibly wait for the hash rate to drop and you can get decent profitability. Even though the price is low, if there's no hash rate on a coin, you're getting a lot of coins, which means if you can sell them, you're making a decent amount of money. But I don't think any of them really have a future other than Raptorium, Urbis, and maybe Reaction, which is the question you asked me, what do I think about RTC? So that's pretty much all I really see happening here. But again, not financial advice. Do whatever you want for any of these coins. I don't know. Like, I could be 100% wrong. Maybe none of them do anything, and Vars or whatever, one of those other ones, maybe they take off and go to the moon. I have no idea. But I just don't really. They're not really doing anything. They're all just straight up forks. But RTM, Europe, RTC, they're good. Yeah, ZF is saying the same thing. That's pretty much the only coins I think will probably do the most out of the GR forks. And there's going to be more GR forks. They're happening a lot. There's a lot of GR forks, which GR, if you're unfamiliar, that's the Ghost Rider algorithm. A lot of them just become, forks out of Raptorium and move from there. But, there's going to be a lot more coming on. There's another one that's been out for around 28 days now or something. Still doesn't have an exchange. I think it missed the boat. Let's kind of look at that one. What's it called? Futile coin. Futile. You guys heard about this one? I was in their Discord. It is not set up at all. Their website, I think, is broken still, and it's been out for... Let's just go to new coins here. How long has it been out? Futile coin. Where are you at? Right here. So, yeah, it's been 30 days now. So, it's been out for a month. Still no exchange. Website is broken. It has been for a couple weeks. Let's just go to their website and have a peek. Maybe it's fixed. Is it fixed? I highly doubt it. No, not working. So, this one... I don't know, usually the GR coins come in, they need to get it on an exchange pretty fast because it causes the hype to get on the nodes quick. Buy a bunch of coins, get the nodes, then the nodes will pay you out quite a bit more until a whole bunch of nodes go online, then it slows right down. But it's been out for a long time. There's over 107 million coins. It sounded like also this had a 90 million coin pre-mine. That's a red flag number one, huge one right there. So we have a 90 million coin pre-mine on top of no exchange yet, on top of 30 days worth of mining. I don't see, even if an exchange eventually does accept this coin, I don't really see any type of pump going to happen because there's so many coins already kind of coming out there that anyone that ever wants a node already has it at this point from mining alone. So hash rate's pretty low and stuff. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. But, I think that one totally missed the boat by now just from not being listed. Ironfish also did pre-mine. Yeah, they had their big Genesis block things or something, wasn't it? Is that what it was? Yeah, they're massive. Yeah, the massive Genesis block. And then what's that? Locked in. I'm still not sure how the whole thing works. I know a lot of people that's locked in for a year or two, 1 or 2 years. 1 year, I think. But then I think it's locked once you're unlocked, and then once the devs say to go to unlock it, I think they actually can't withdraw until they wait an additional year. So that's 2 years. But that's an interesting timing there because what's in 2 years? 2 years, the peak of the Bitcoin bull run in about 2 years. So it's interesting that their coins are all going to be unlocked, dispersed, and out in about 2 years' time. Could it be a massive dump? I don't know. No idea. Obviously, if you can predict things, we can't predict anything. But if anything's going to be a rug pull or a dump, as crypto miners, it's a different situation. As a trader, it'd suck. You go in there, you see a cool coin, you sell the house, you're like, awesome, this is going to go times 100,000%. We're going to be billionaires. You sell your house, you buy the coin, it rug pulls, you're done. That sucks. A miner's a different situation. Sure, you're a hobby, you're using some power, but you can mine the coin. You're getting little bits all the time. You can look for little signs. If it looks like it's going bad or something, you can dump it at any time. You can turn it to another coin at any time. You can technically do the same as the trading. But if it rug pulls, you're not out hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're out a few days, maybe a month of power. That is it. You're not going bankrupt because you mined a coin that rug pulled. You're going to be okay. So that's a huge difference between a trader and a miner, is that you're not selling your house and trying to go all in on something that pulls, where maybe you mine something, you lost a month of power's worth, whatever, you can get over that and move on from that stage. So you can, if you see things looking bad though, you have the chance, rug pull before the rug pull or something, sell everything if it's starting to look bad, even if it's at a loss, but getting something out of it is better than getting nothing out of it. So if you can beat the rug pull to the pull, then you could you have a chance for some decent profitability still. Your page is showing VRSC at $1. What? This is USD? Where? Why does it say $1? What the heck? $1.32? I don't know what's going on there. Why is it saying it's at $1? I'll just do a refresh here and see if it has an update. Oh great, now it's $1.30. Oh wait, still $1. What the heck is it at right now? Let's look at Virus coin price. Did it pump? Virus price. Virus coin price today. Yeah, it's not pumped at all. 44 cents. Yeah, I don't know why that's saying that. That's weird. Was it doing that the whole stream, or did it just decide to say that? I have no idea. Yeah, Virus is only at 44 cents, guys. Not $1. If it was $1, that'd be pretty darn sweet. You have to learn in trading. Buy low, sell high. Yes, that's always the plan. Technically, right now is prime time to be buying all of these coins in theory. We don't know which one's going to go the highest, but we do know that everything's going to go up pretty much from this point forward. Long term, into the next bull run. We are probably past, we are past, the all-time lows when it comes to Bitcoin and stuff, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. We still don't know about altcoins. They swing all the time. I made like $30 solo mining Taft, swapping on Exeg. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Taft. That one's dead now, isn't it? But yeah, Taft coin made a lot of money for a lot of people. But right now, if you look at it, it's garbage. Crap coin. Yeah, it's like pretty much dead. There's 28 kilohash. There's like no hash on this coin at all anymore. 28 kilohash, 12 kilohash. Price is down next to nothing. $2 volume. Like, it's literally dead at this point. But there were people, I remember this coin once, I think I was getting around, it was pretty close to around $60 to $80 a day mining this when it was really up there. But right now it's nothing. So that's another key example. What? It's going to die off pretty soon. Okay, sell ya, see you later type of operation here. It's okay to take profits on these little coins like this. But right now, you're not going to make nothing on Taft. It's literally dead. But money was made quite a bit for a lot of people on that one. Still making solo. Oh, you're still mining on solo blocks? That's awesome. Yeah, there's no hash on there, so you're pretty much guaranteed to hit some blocks there. We kind of went over Raptorium earlier already. Like I compared it versus what Nexa said, getting people to build on it very easy. Nexa's main selling point on their coin was allowing people to build on it easily, and that's what Raptorium is doing and have been doing since way before Nexa has been even around. So that's on them. So that's awesome. We got the assets and everything happening in testnet right now. Hopefully it goes to mainnet here. But Pulsar, they do have their wallet coming in here, which we're going to be upgrading soon. But Pulsar, what is the coin? What's Pulsar? No, that's not token. I don't want token. PLSR. What's it looking like? Is Pulsar not on CoinMarketCap? It's not, is it? Oh. All right, let's see. Pulsar price. Pulsar price. Where you at? Pulsar price crypto. Now, where do I find Pulsar? Pulsar token. You know what? I'll just go into this. It'll probably be a lot easier. Minotaur X Pulsar. There we go. 001. What did Pulsar peak at? I don't remember what the all-time high was on this. I remember a solo block though was like $2. $2 a day pretty much, which was pretty sweet just doing the solo block. But where's all? Yeah, 1 cent. This isn't all. I don't know how to work that. But right now we're sitting at 001325. Not too shabby. I'm late. Dinner. Oh, Red Pots. He shows up at the end. RTM has assets on testnet. Want me to make you fully electric coin? Oh, there you go. Scrim's going to make you fully electric coin. Yeah, he put Rabid coin on there and stuff too as well. I forgot about that. It's difficult to trade crypto over time due to fees. What do you mean? That's fees. That sounds more like an Ethereum thing. All the exchanges rip everyone off on withdrawal fees and everything fees in terms of that. But yeah, I found Panda got any bathwater. Panda bathwater. Oh, that Panda bathwater. Crazy stuff. Going to the live chat here. What else do we got here? Any questions? I just hit a Kaspa block literally just now. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Smashed out a Kaspa block. How much hash are you using there? That's awesome. Do you know the Hive OS BIOS hack for RX 580? Any chance of a vid? I don't know the Hive BIOS hack. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. I don't know if it's the same one I'm thinking of or if it's something else. Yeah, Rabid coins on there. Ogre been bad. Ogre MGTOW. What? You Ogre? Or are you talking about the good old Trade Ogre with Kaspa? That's some bad stuff. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Trade Ogre. Like, it's been, 2 months now that they haven't been able to withdraw Kaspa and their price is like 2 cent Kaspa. It's insane. Insane. Now imagine, I'm not saying anyone do it. It's a bad idea because things are looking bad. When you see signs like this, it's a bad thing. But imagine if you bought Kaspa for 2 cents on Trade Ogre right now and they ended up fixing the wallet. Yeah. How would that be awesome? That'd be pretty sweet. That is a massive gamble, which I say do not do, but it'd be pretty crazy. How many Antminer X5s I need to solo mine XMR properly? Well, define properly. What do you mean by properly? Like, you know, a block a week, a block a day, a block an hour. And all of that is you never know because, you know, luck based. But I don't know. It depends on what you think properly. It also come down to power price and all sorts of things, you know, because you want to at least try to be able to be over your power costs of that solo mine. Every block, all of them. The solo mine, every block, it would be next to impossible. You would need probably triple the hash that it has right now. So 3 gigahash is on the network about. So yeah, you would need like 9 gigahash worth of hash rate to potentially get almost every block. And you're still not going to get every block because there's still 3 gigahash, which is a lot of hash rate to find other blocks. It's not going to be profitable for anybody at that point with that much hash rate. Now we're sitting at like 12 gigahash sitting on the network. That's insane. We need to start over. Red is here. All right, guys, welcome. Rabid here. It is Sunday, time for our live AMA. And yeah, my throat is already like gone. I can't start over. And one and only crypto pump, nuclear power. Yes, nuclear power is always good until it melts down. Then that's bad. Do I ever try Epic Cache mining on my CPUs? Yes, I've mined. I got a couple thousand Epic Cache, I think. Actually, no, not that many. I got a little over 1,000 maybe. I've also sold probably about 800-900, almost 1,000. So I mined quite a bit of Epic Cache. But yeah, I've mined quite a bit in the past. I use that. It's a nice dual mining experience. They did have their halving there last month or something. So I usually don't go back until I see like under 15 mega hash or something on Epic, because it's not that profitable at the current price. Again, you know, if it pumps up to over $2 or something, you know, it's a totally different scenario. We don't know, but yeah, we're at 21.7 mega hash. It's not looking too hot right now. So, but yeah, when it drops down to around 50 mega hash, I slap some rigs back on there for a little while. It's fun. It's an interesting project. 3 algorithms. You know, it usually works out about 50% of the time you're mining Epic Cache, and then the other 50% you can mine another coin. So you can dual mine with your CPUs with the whole Epic Cache thing, and yeah, it's pretty cool. That's cool because it shows pretty high income when you compare with XMR. Yeah, it is better. Like, let's bring this up right quick. What is it looking like right now? Oh, I need that page. Stop. Go back. Trade with this. Okay, well, no, I don't want that either. Stop it. Okay. There we go. Finally. So Epic Cache, what are we at right now? 21.7 mega hash. This is where's Epic Cache? 21.7. Yeah, it's way up. Holy crap. 21.7. Put that to a 0. And then what's the price right now? It is up a bit, 53.9 cents. 53.9 cents. So bam. So right now, Epic Cache, my farm would only be getting $10 a day because the hash rate's too high. That's about 25 cents per 3900X. Actually, I got to up this a bit because I changed my hash rate up there. So I got to make it equal again. So 12.2 kilohash, 26 cents a day, $10 for that. I'm actually negative $1.70. You guys can't see all that. For my entire farm. But that's the big thing. You're not mining Epic Cache 100%. This is based on the block rewards I get for Random X. And then you'd be dual mining with SRB miner multi-mode to another coin. So you take another coin and pretty much divide that by about 60% because you do lose a little bit more than just half. And then you'd be adding that profitability onto Epic Cache as well. Kind of like how you do with Doge and Litecoin, except you're getting both amounts at the same time. But it's an interesting aspect here, like Zeph, for an example. What is Zeph right now? Right now, Zeph is currently, it dropped down. 573 mega hash. 573. Current price, 232. So right now it'd be making about 39 cents per 3900X. My farm would be about $15 after power 355. So in theory, if I was to dual mine Epic with Epic Cache right now with Zeph, I'd be getting about $10.66, and then $15.92. Let's just say 16. Rough estimates here. I'd get about another 9.6. So I'd be getting about $9.60 plus whatever this is right now. So what is that? Epic Cache. So about $19 a day dual mining Epic Cache with Zeph. Technically around that area is what I'd be getting between the two coins, which isn't too bad, but I still feel doing the whole Ghost Rider thing right now might be a bit more, but I gotta work out all the numbers and see. What is this? Oh, Zeph before. Let's kind of look because the block reward and then a whole bunch of halvings happened here. So let's just see 2.32. I always like to compare, even though it's not relevant anymore. I just want to know like how much would we be making if they didn't do this update with their fork. And we can see that we'd be at $21 a day, $8.72 after power, before Zeph did their block changes and added in their whole RSV, because 20% of the block reward is now going to their RSV savings account for their stablecoin. Zeph USD private stablecoin is a thing now as well, if you're unfamiliar. Anyway, who else watches the Envoy ad thinking it will go different? Rainbow Miner is Basura. I mine 875 Zeph, but I want to sell. Don't know if this cash coin going to hold its value. It's probably gonna. It's hit over $5 a couple times now. I think you have more Zeph than me at this point. I have sold a lot of Zeph. I think I've mined over 2,000 or 3,000 Zeph, but I only have I think you have more than what I have now because I sold a lot to buy that Epic and stuff like that. Zeph was funding a lot of my hardware that I got recently, but it has hit $5 a few times. So I'm waiting before I sell again for something around at least $5 again. I do feel Zeph will probably hit the $5 mark again sometime. Who knows? Maybe it'll hit freaking $20 for all we know. I have no idea. But there are a lot of people, you're not the only one, Fully Electric, that are a little skeptical on the Zeph side of things right now. And I'm up in the air. I don't know which way it's really going to go. It has been seeing decent strength, but at the same time, it's interesting what they're doing. Like, if you're unfamiliar, Haven, XMR is obviously the staple privacy coin of crypto in general. And then you got Haven, which actually no one really knows about. Some people do, is built on Monero as a stable coin. Now, Zeph forked XMR, obviously, as we can see here. Everything's pretty much exactly the same. But they also recently just forked Haven. That's their new update they did. Now they have Zeph USD and their reserve coin and stuff. So they're putting XMR and Haven into their own single blockchain, which everyone thinks is a brand new thing. They didn't even know this stuff existed, but when it is in fact XMR and Haven. It's been around for years already. But a lot of people think this is some brand new thing happening, and that is what's kind of causing some of that $5 pumps here and there, which is interesting. So, even though it's not a new concept, it's not new at all. To some people, it is new, and they are finding value in that. For myself, I have no idea what it's going to do, but hopefully I do think it's going to see at least $5 again. So I would probably wait for at least $5 before you decide to dump it. Again, I don't know, fully electric, it might not. No idea. We'll see what happens. But I think that would be a nice price point to kind of set for a selling point. Anyway, not financial advice. I don't know. What do we got here? Does anyone know where the export transaction to CSV button is in Zelcore? Can't find it. They're even asking in Discord. Yeah, who's all a Zelcore user? Anyone know where that is? What is that? And stuff? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I open up my Zelcore wallet and find out. But I probably can't find it either. I don't know where anything is there. I never opened that wallet, so I'd probably never find it. Mobile, click your profile picture, help and feedback. Oh, that's what DJ Mine says. So, do you have the mobile version? Try that, I guess. If you can mine stable coin on Zeph, whales be positioning. Mint. Yeah, I don't know how it actually works. I don't know the whole full fundamentals on what it's doing. You can transfer, you can swap within the wallet, I think, your Zeph over into that. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure. No idea. Have to find out. You know what? Let me just, where's my wallet? Maybe I can open it up and we can figure this out. Oh yeah, I gotta mute my microphone again. Why is this still up? Engage, wallet. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna enter my password. You guys said you guys have some algorithms to detect my keyboard pushes, so let's see. I don't know if that was the right password or not. I guess I'm about to find out. And okay, it was. So it's going to engage remote. Yeah, I don't have very much Zeph at all anymore. I only got 300 and some. Damn. Fully electric's at 700 and some. Nice. So just waiting for it to update. But yeah, here's the Zeph USD. Here's the Zeph RSB. And like myself, I'm a miner. I don't care about any of this stuff here. I'm just going to I don't care about the USD. Obviously, it's going to be a hard sell. Like, use Zeph USD over, ERC20 USDT or something. Like, it's going to be a hard sell to get people to do it. And, somehow there's something going on where you can actually take your Zeph. Like, say Zeph pumps to $5, $6. Somehow you can swap that into the reserve or something and hold the value. That way, later on, when it drops, like, I don't know, is that how future trading works or so? I have no idea. But then somehow if the future price drops down to like $2 again, you could then sell it at the original $5 that you put it into the reserve fund at with the USD locked in. And I don't know what's going on there. There's some funky, crazy things that's going to make me lose all my money. All I care about is this is how much I mined. This is how much it's currently worth. When the price goes up, I will sell it. That's all I care about. So all this other crap in here, I don't care. I wish they would have kept it the way it was, so our block reward was still higher. We'd be making a lot more money. But I don't know how they're doing that whole thing. It's interesting. I'm not sure. But yeah, fully electric has like 700 or something. That's nice. That's a nice chunk of change. Nice chunk of change for that for sure. I got rid of a lot of mine, and it turned into an epic. Only Zelcore swap below. Yeah, Zelcore swap, that fusion swap, so expensive. You guys saw about that whole Flux pre-mine thing? Where, what was it, one super Flux block was worth like 250 million Flux or something like that? And supposedly that went into Zelcore to cover, I don't know if it was cover a bunch of fees or for the parallel assets. No idea what it's for, but regardless, end of the day, swapping PAs or whatever through Fusion is expensive. Check out the new 9000 series Epic. No, I don't want to. 128 core. Yeah, I know they're insane. Same with the new Rippers. They're insane, but they're expensive. They're absolutely expensive. Sure, they're more efficient. They're going to be awesome, but I really don't think, like, you're going to have to wait 20 years so that they become cheap. But then again, by the time those things are cheap, we're going to have like 1,000 core epics or something released. It's going to be insane. 65 watt TDP, 128 core. You imagine that? Imagine a 65 watt TDP. That's one thing to keep in mind as well, though. So that means they're just not that hot. I don't know if it's for everybody. Like the whole TDP thing. I know there's a big misconception, kind of like, I don't know if it's misconception. Yell at me if I'm wrong. But, you know, everyone thinks TDP, power. Oh, 65 watt TDP. I only use 65 watts, yada, yada. Well, when it comes to the AMD processors and stuff, and if you look at a lot of their coolers, they're measured in TDP as well. TDP for AMD is more of a heat rating over power consumption rating. Maybe it works out that their TDP actually is that on the power side, but you know, it's more for looking for coolers and stuff on their heat rating of the CPU to match coolers to it. So it's more of a heat thing over a power thing. Oh, my throat is so dry. It's crazy. 360 watt TDP. Burn it up. Simple swap on Zelcore cannot swap BTC to KDA. They tried a dozen times, but did return my BTC. That's interesting. And yeah, crazy stuff. I like 65 watt TDP. Epic, nowhere near that, I'm sure. I'm not sure what their TDP ratings are. 100 and something? 2 something? No, I think it's like 250 or something. Maybe. I'm not sure. What power supply are you using on the dual Epic? I am using 1200 watt Platinum Corsair. What is it? Whatever the Platinum one? HX something. There's an HX one and a DX something. No, there's the X and the HI. I can't remember which one's which, but I'm using the Platinum one. It's a Corsair PSU. And I figured, 1200 watts, about 50%. We're around that efficiency peak. So, yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, so I'll hold onto my Zeph until I get to 1,000 Zeph. And, yeah, 1,000 Zeph. That'd be insane. That thing hits $5, you got $5,000 right there. That'd be awesome. HX 1200i. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds like it's probably the one I got. I can't get the dual 7742 to even turn on with the 850 watt. As soon as that's interesting. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. As soon as you pull the second processor out, it boots fine. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't tried it on anything lower, so I'm not sure. I've only used it on the 1,000 watt and the 1,200 watt. So, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting about that. I guess find a bigger power supply and hopefully it runs. I don't know. That's weird. Try with my 1,000 watt. Yeah, try with the 1,000 watt one. 'Cause, yeah, I did get mine on the 1,000 watt one. I did use that, and it did work. I'm looking around. That's the overpower prediction in the power supply. What was it? Yeah, that Platinum Edition Corsair one. It had some crazy buttons I'd never had on any other power supply, where you could actually select the rail voltage, where you could allow, like, what were the settings? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen lots of power supplies with them, but that Platinum Edition Corsair one had, you could adjust it to overload, where it could run all the power through a single PCI Express if you want. If it requires that much power, it will do it. And there's another one where it sets a limit, like it maxes it out at like 200 watts per rail on that. And I kind of don't even know what I set it to, but I was like, okay, that's an interesting feature. I moved back to Top Chat. Crap. I was on live chat. Okay, now I'm on live chat. Okay, now I'm on live chat again here. And the other one's on live chat. Why am I? What did I miss? Am I missing a whole bunch of stuff? So I'll hold the Zep. Seen that. What power supply? What to that? Remy mics. Did I miss the X16? Yeah, the X16 was a while ago. You know, I updated it. Nice hash, still broken. Didn't work. Used the V1 stratum. Same thing, rejected shares like crazy right out of the get-go, and it wouldn't do anything. And then I used the get work, and it wouldn't get past 2% DAG load. So now it's just straight up back on Octa.Space plus ZIL. And I'm going to have to pull that off and see if it has any different power consumptions now, because it is new firmware. So see, maybe they just tweaked efficiencies or something. But it's not looking like Nice Hash is fixed. The Pico 24 pin doesn't power on a single one either, even though the 8 pins are running on PCI 6-pin power plugs. I don't know. Just been having lots of issues with those Epics lately. I have no idea what the heck is going on. That's crazy. I guess next step is just, like you said, try that 1000 watt and hopefully it boots up. I've only tried 1000 and a 1200 watt on the duals, and it worked both times. So that's, I don't know. Maybe the one socket is broken, or the CPU. I don't know. Or a bad stick of RAM on that CPU side. I'm not sure how it reads it, if it needs to be on there or something. Yeah. All right. So actually, wow, we've been here for quite some time. So we are going to have to wrap this one up, guys. My throat is getting very, very dry, and I got to work on some video stuff and things like that. So I appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I'll see you all in the next one. Rabid out. John Germain.